The last lesson for this unit is identifying whether or not lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. As a reminder, parallel lines have the same slope. Perpendicular lines have slopes that are opposite and reciprocal. So what we need to do is examine the slopes of the two lines, and then we can determine the relationship between them. Our first line is already in slope-intercept form, so we can tell that it has a slope of -2. The second line, however, is not solved for y. So we're going to do that so we can figure out what the slope of that line is. Subtracting 6x from both sides. On the left-hand side, our 6x's cancel. Notice we have a negative sign in front of our 3y. Don't lose track of your negative signs. On the right-hand side, we have 12 minus 6x. These are not like terms. You cannot take $12 and subtract 6 dimes and say you have $6 left. So because they're not like terms, I'm just going to write my negative 6x first because we're used to seeing this in mx plus b form. To finish solving for y, we will divide everything by -3, golden rule, canceling out the -3's. We're left with y equals -6 divided by -3 is a +2, and 12 divided by -3 is a -4. Now we can identify the slope of the second line as a +2. It is not exactly the same as the slope of the first line, and it's not the reciprocal. They are opposites, but they're not reciprocal. So these lines are not parallel or perpendicular, which makes them neither. Second example, our first line isn't solved for y either this time. So we have to divide everything by 4 to get that y alone. Now be careful that x divided by 4, it's tempting to write that as 4x, but that's 4 times x, and we're doing x divided by 4. Think about that coefficient of x as a 1. We have 1 over 4x minus 8 divided by 4 is 2. So the slope of our first line is a +1/4. Our second line, we have a bit more work. We're going to start by subtracting that 8x from both sides, leaving us with a +2y, writing that -8x first, so it's in mx plus b form, and then dividing everything by 2, we get y equals -4x plus 5. The slope of the second line is -4. Let's examine those two. They are opposites. One is positive, one is negative, and they're reciprocals. We have 1/4, and we flip that to get 4. So these two lines are perpendicular. And our last one, even more challenging, we have to solve both of these all the way for y. Subtracting 5x from both sides on our first equation, we get 6y equals -5x. That plus 0 can go away. Dividing both sides by 6, we have y equals -5/6x, which means the slope of our line is -5/6. Our second line, subtracting 10x from both sides, we have 12y equals -10x plus 1. Dividing everything by 12, we get y equals, now we have -10/12, which is a fraction that can be simplified. Dividing each of those by 2, I get -5/6x. My 1/12 cannot be simplified. It's okay that we got a fraction for our y-intercept. We're not graphing these. In fact, the only thing we care about is that slope, which is -5/6 for our second line, and the same slope we got for the first line, so these two are parallel. Here you have 2 U-Try questions. Attempt them to the best of your ability. Come to class with any questions that you have.